TwitchCon is still a massive disaster. And this video just broke from TwitchCon 2025 this time, where someone got pretty injured trying to play and have fun on stage. A long list of other people that have been injured with Twitch in the past. So let's check it.
This is totally doable.
This is extra Emily.
Oh, nice.
So, by the way, you got to know when she starts walking, watch her feet start sliding around.
Oh, nice.
So she can't catch the ground. So she knows.
Friend.
She's got to know. You got to be smart enough to know that it's really slippery on the ground and the bubbles hitting the ground are going to make it even more slippery. You got to put two and two together and be like, maybe this game isn't a good idea. There it is.
You're good.
Oh! Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
She could have legit died. I'm not even exaggerating. That table right there is hard as fuck. If she cracked the back of her head on that as she fell, she literally could have just died right there.
You still have 90 seconds. You're good. You're good.
Oh! Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I am.
Okay, let's get some
So
paper
close.
towel. Okay, we're good.
Oh, God.
Like,
It's too
she's
wet.
slipping and sliding all over the place. It's bad. It's really bad. And people were showcasing that she took pictures of her body after the incident, and it's like bloody and cut up. It's bad. And this is on top of a couple years ago. This girl that I have not been able to confirm, but allegedly someone said that she was pregnant and lost her baby, jumped into this foam pit that was only like a foot deep, and underneath it was concrete. And she legit broke her back jumping into it. TwitchCon 2 years ago. I believe this was last year, TwitchCon. They really are into breaking girls' backs at TwitchCon. Here's another one. Dan Clancy.
All right, guys, I am not a trained professional. Don't try this at home.
If you haven't seen this yet, this is scary. He's definitely on something, by the way, allegedly. Body slam. Body slam. Crazy. This is the situation with TwitchCon and how much of a disaster it really is. This is why Twitch needs to stop doing TwitchCon. Dexerto says, Twitch CEO Dan Clancy says Twitch is looking very closely at everything that happened after streamer Emaru was assaulted at TwitchCon. I care very deeply about Emaru. She's a friend of mine, so I want to see how we can support her. I bet. DJ Wheat says, given the tumultuous history of partnerships, favoritism at Twitch, I cannot see how this brings any level of comfort to creators who are not friends with Clancy. It sends the message, we will care and support you if we are friends. Grum says, Twitch tolerates death threats and threats of violence, rarely taking any action or only minimal suspensions. It's not okay. Now, this is going to the Twitch platform, and the reason why I feel like this transfers directly to TwitchCon is this is what we're talking about when I say Twitch is cultivating an environment of hurting people. When they let shit like this fly on their platform, what the hell do you think is going to happen in real life? Destiny goes over some of the threats he's gotten from partnered Twitch streamers.
Anything that happens, I mean, like, holy shit, guys. If you live in Florida, I have an opportunity for you. If you want to earn $100,000, let me know.
That's insane, by the way. That's Mike from PA straight up issuing a warrant for a death threat. Like, that's a hit. He just literally called a hit out on Destiny.
It's just annoying that, like, Hassan's like dick suck crew has like made literal threats about me multiple times. None of them got banned for this, by the way.
Crazy.
Not a single fucking person on that dog shit site Twitch got banned for any of this.
I dealt with kids like this all the time in high school and as an adult. You have to at some point respond, but keeping it to saying shit about character and not physically is great. I mean, listen. All I'm saying is on site, you know, we all have different ways that we react, you know? So I would like him to come to TwitchCon and we'll see what happens.
That's a
So that's a direct threat. I'd like him to come to TwitchCon and we'll see what happens. Like, this is the same kind of shit that I got from that airbag dude when I went to the Southeast Game Exchange. And he was like, I'll see you at the convention. Like, it was a straight up threat. No one does anything about this stuff. They just wait for something to happen.
direct reference to TwitchCon. Like, that's just
I have enough. I can afford all the lawyers.
that's just crazy.
Hey, the guy who said it was on site at TwitchCon if he saw Destiny.
I dealt with kids like this all the time in high school.
What if I want the satisfaction?
As an adult, you have to at some point respond, but keeping it to say shit about character and not physically is great. I mean, listen. All I'm saying is on site, you know.
Oh, that's Mike.
We all
Brenning,
have different ways that we
he's
react.
just watching now.
You know,
Like, he thinks he's being coy right now when he's like, on site, we all act differently. Like, bro, we know you're trying to say you want him dead in real life. You're not being like coy about this. You think you're being like super smart. It's like, no, we know what you're saying, bro.
so
I'm not saying it's on site if I see Destiny at TwitchCon again. I'm just saying, you know, it probably wouldn't be on site. Honestly, I probably wouldn't notice him while I'm tripping over him because he's so fucking short.
Like, I feel like in a sane world, you would either get permabanned or 30-dayed. Like, because imagine the liability on Twitch. Like, imagine this guy showed up and we got into a fight and somebody got killed or whatever, right?
Yep.
Like, you have a partner Twitch streamer saying that at your sponsored TwitchCon event, he is going to attack another person. Like, why would you even allow this? It's just crazy to me.
This is why TwitchCon is a terrible idea. Terrible. They must be so desperate for money, and TwitchCon must be one of their only things that actually brings in revenue on the positive side, that they have to move forward with it because the platform itself is losing them money. What a
None
shit
of these
show.
people ever got banned for any of this, by the way.
I'd like him to come to TwitchCon and we'll see what happens. I have enough. I can afford all the lawyers.
I don't think this guy mentions TwitchCon here, but
just goes out and just says the N-word, which is not a surprise because he said the N-word on stream with his own face. Can somebody just like, it would just be so easy to just, it will solve all of our problems. Like, we would have socialism now at this point, right? We would have socialism at this point if someone just went out of their way and
So this dude is convinced that if he offed Destiny, that we'd have socialism? His brain has convinced him that Destiny is the one figure standing between capitalism and social. What? Wait, what?
it would be so easy. This is what happens when you don't kill every single slave owner after slavery.
Whoa, buddy. What the fuck? These are the people that go to TwitchCon, guys. These people right here. And Yeet says, Asmongold says Destiny is completely right in his analysis about Twitch regarding safety by ignoring threats towards him. Destiny is completely right about this, and there's no defending it. As a frame of reference, Erob was banned for 30 days for joking about fighting a viewer at TwitchCon. Anytime Dan or anyone else at Twitch starts in with platitudes about safety, remember this clip. TwitchCon, in a nutshell, it is a complete mess. Amaru roasts Twitch at her TwitchCon show.
Have you picked a winner?
I think I know my winner.
You already have your winner?
I think I have my winner.
All right.
Sorry, I must have caught mono at my meet and greet.
That's actually pretty funny. So she coughs and she says, sorry, I must have caught mono at my meet and greet. Referencing the dude that assaulted her and tried to lock lips and make out with her. Straight up roasting Twitch. That's amazing. Wait, what the fuck are these guys wearing, by the way? Like, what are these, like, dudes wearing these chest exposing outfit? Like, what is this, bro? This is not, no. What are we doing? That is TwitchCon in a nutshell. TwitchCon is a shit show. TwitchCon will be coming to an end. This cannot keep happening. They cannot afford the lawsuits coming out of this. Emeru needs to make an example of them and sue them for all they've got, because otherwise it's only going to get worse. In fact, we have this on Reddit where they said Twitch streamer finds souvenir knives available for purchase at a TwitchCon party. So you tell me how safe TwitchCon at the convention center is, with a dude that can just walk up to someone that he stalks, and if he doesn't get what he wants, what he could have done. That's very scary. Like literal walking distance to the convention center. Not going to be picked up by a metal detector.
Should I leave? Should I leave? This is only going to close friends. I'm leaving.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That alone makes me, like, if I was going to TwitchCon, I'd be like, nope, I don't want anything to do with this. I am nowhere near close, no way, shape, or form as popular as any of the people that are doing the autographs and stuff like that. But even still, I mean, like, I got a lot of people that don't like me and a lot of people that would love for me to be dead at my current size. I could only imagine the bigger channels, because people are crazy. People are absolutely insane. So this is like a legit concern that Twitch needs to acknowledge and legit say, we are not prepared for this. We cannot continue doing this, because I can tell you guys, unfortunately, if TwitchCon keeps happening, there's going to be something devastating that happens eventually there. And is it worth it? Ask yourself. Based off of what we've seen, I'm going to say, nah, I'm good. I'd rather just go to the arcade, bro. I'll take my chances there. Yeet on X, Taylor Lorenz defends TwitchCon's security measures. You guys need to start living in reality. It's simply false to say that security at TwitchCon was non-existent when it was so insanely strict that journalists couldn't even do their jobs and disabled people were forced to remove masks, etc. I'm making a longer video on this, which, by the way, to her credit, she's actually not wrong if she's talking about after what happened to Emeru. I heard many reports saying that Twitch upped their security to the point of being ridiculous, making people dox themselves, making people take their masks off, people that were there for signings and stuff like that never showed their face before to people. They're making them do all these ridiculous things to just regular people. And it was like way over the top that didn't do anything to save or protect anybody. It was just doxing and making regular average people expose who they were to everyone else. What happened to Emeru was unacceptable, but to claim that security was non-existent is absolutely untrue. There were police all over, total surveillance, and you couldn't roam anywhere. I think Brett put it well. Again, I wasn't there, but I've seen plenty of footage from TwitchCon. Not once have I seen a police officer in any of the footage anywhere. They might be there, but my argument would be if it's anything like San Diego Comic-Con, the police are outside the venue, not inside. And these extra security measures that were added in by Dan Clancy and Twitch afterwards did absolutely nothing to actually protect people. It just slowed everything down to give the appearance of people are safer. But it doesn't actually do anything. That's the problem with all of this. They don't know how to actually properly implement security at all, which gets them into the situation in the first place with the environment that they've cultivated themselves by not properly banning people that deserve to be banned based off of the things that they're saying to create and cultivate an audience of psychopaths. But that's Twitch. Is anyone really that surprised? Anyways, a shadow imagery for the two. Just sent you a clip from the foam pit victim. Oh, geez. Adriana was pregnant when she broke her back.
And then also, like, I don't care, everyone's gonna know, but I was pregnant, and I didn't find out until I was in the hospital. So I also have like crazy hormones. I'm not pregnant anymore because of the surgery. I couldn't keep it.
Yikes.
But my hormones are just also through the fucking roof because of that. Yeah, anxiety.
Yikes. That's the the foam pit girl. Holy crap. Holy crap. I have no words. That is Twitch. Like, you hear stories like this and you think that there's just millions of dollars in lawsuits. These people just do these things that happen to them. And it's like, you never hear about any money being lost or anything. You wonder if they made any money from it, if they were hushed away, or if they just got screwed over and Twitch is like, fuck you, bro. Sorry. That's crazy. Wow.